Go home and take care of the babies having babies, and you'll fix the gang problem.
What is babies having babies?
Because those are the gang members. Those are the ones that can't control their kids.
So now you're an expert on white
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not one bit. But I know damn well my little white 18-year-old kid, if I didn't bring him up right, he'd be in trouble too.
1,200 blocks.
But I brought my kid up. I didn't let him go run the street. Go home and take care of your kids.
Him as a racist killer.
Okay, so nobody read it. I own guns, not drugs. So who owns drugs? Are you talking about black people own guns? What is the subliminal?
What is this? If you're only coming to protest, pro-gun protests, which I fully support. I fully support the Second Amendment. I fully support every individual's right to have an FOID, a CCL. I fully support that. But I also support the right to humans having the right to live. So if you're not out here protesting against Laquan McDonald, Rakia Boyd, if you're not out here protesting against that, you should not be out here protesting against the activists that stand against police murder. That's what I feel. And especially, you should not be out here after the Illinois Rifle Association encourages concealed carry license owners to come out and impose their will upon unarmed activists, saying there is no infringement zone. I do not approve of that. I do not support that, and I will not tolerate that.
Hey, I'm T.O. Hardiman, president of Violence and Rutgers, not-for-profit organization. We stand here unified today right here in front of Chuck's gun shop here in Riverdale, Illinois. Now, this is no reflection on the city of Riverdale because this is a real nice city to live in. But we're out here today because there's been a direct trace to a lot of guns that have been used in Chicago in violent crimes to Chuck's gun shop. So that's why we stand here unified today. We're not against the Second Amendment. You know, I support concealed carry, so I don't want nobody to think anything different. But at the same time, the owners of Chuck's gun shop should make sure that they abide by the law to the highest level to make sure them guns do not end up in the wrong people's hands. And that's why we're out here today. So that's my main message. And I'm out here with Pastor Greer supporting one of my colleagues as well.
So from the point of just civil rights and human rights, there's been a lot of questions. We are out here for the precious value of human life, nothing else. Our lobby has, any lobby, not just our lobby, has to be about supporting lives and saving lives. The NRA, the Illinois Rifle Association, and other groups, affiliated groups, saying that they're doing the same thing, but we question that. We are open to a dialogue. We're not excluding anybody's right to bear arms. We want to make sure that our communities are represented, that the civil rights and human rights of our people are stood for, and that starts with the dialogue, that starts with talking about the history of the National Rifle Association up to date, and do you really protect oppressed minorities, black minorities, and minorities who really don't really understand or may not have the leverage needed when it comes to the gun lobby. So that's the question. We're open for a debate with anybody about the gun lobby, anywhere, anytime. We're not running. We're open. We're not diminishing anybody's role in this because we believe in order to have a true dialogue, everybody needs to come to the table. So we're not excluding anybody. That's all I have to say.
That it's about a collective dialogue. Feel free to stand with us. Feel free to stand behind us. Say whatever you want to say. Our press conference is starting now.
Today we're beginning our press conference. Our press conference is here, not number one, that we need a collective dialogue about gun rights and the gun control lobby laws in our country, in our community, more specifically in Chicago. I speak for my organization and a group of us who believe that the gun lobby has held civil rights in the poor community, the young black community, hostage. We've got to be able to have a dialogue, and we need to be clear about that. That's why we're here. We're not here to challenge anybody's Second Amendment rights. We're not here we are not here to address or talk or take any guns away from the hands of anyone in order to protect themselves. But what we want to do is we want to talk about the problems and be clear about the disparities about this lobby, number one. Number two, I want to address specifically, and I speak subjectively for myself, the historical foundation of the National Rifle Association that exists to this day. A lobby that was started in racism, to this day that continues with racist policies again that has held my community hostage.
Guns are killers. Now, you can take it how you want to take it, but the truth is the truth. They don't have one black person in a position, high-level position on the NRA, okay? The truth is the truth. Look here, black people are being killed in record numbers across the nation. Black people, my people being killed across the nation, okay? They don't have one person in power who is NRA. And look here, anybody out here, you should understand what I'm saying. And I'm going to go with that, all right?
Whenever you decide to do it, I'll stand with you on that issue. I'll be man enough to stand with you on that issue. When you have an issue that stops guns and my people being killed and the communities keeping out of let me know, invite me, I'll come down. That's for you.
That's funny because
That's for you.